6, a fallen Connecticut hero is being honored in our nation's capital tonight. Hartford detective Bobby Garton was killed last September.
And now his name is inscribed on the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. It, of course, will be a touching and emotional ceremony tonight. Channel 3's Dylan Farron will be there. He is live in Washington, D.C. with all the details. Dylan.
Well, Aaron, Stephanie, it is a beautiful memorial, a chance for families, friends, loved ones to come down here, have a moment to reflect and think, have some peaceful and private moment. Just in the last few minutes, we have seen some members of the Hartford Police Department come down here and reflect near the memorial where Bobby Garton's name is. There are 24,000 names here on the memorial, 282 added last month, including Detective Bobby Garton. And I want to bring in now the Hartford Assistant Police Chief, Kenny Howell. Assistant Chief, thank you for the time. You mentioned it's your first time here. Yes. I'm wondering what you're feeling right now.
Well, it's a bit overwhelming. This is the first time I've been to the wall. But one of my officers, Detective Bobby Garton, was, as you know, killed last year. So nothing prepares you for walking up to this wall. Like I said, I've never been here. It's very somber. But the important thing is that we can never forget the officers on this wall, the sacrifice that they made. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that this is the first time I'm here, even though the circumstances, of course, are not desirable. But Bobby, I can't say enough about Bobby. He was a really good officer. Good person, and we will always remember him. We have a large contingent of Hartford police officers here today to celebrate his life.
You know, of course, when you see this, some of the memories from September 6th probably come rushing back, and you knew Bobby very well. I'm just wondering, how else would you describe him? What was he like as he worked for you, as he worked with this department?
He was just a wonderful officer. That day, I actually was on the boat with him. So they were trying to get me on the boat, the Marine unit, for weeks. And that day, I was on the boat with him, and I remember most about him is his smile. He's just smiling. He was a very cheerful officer that energized other officers. And that day, when I saw him on the boat, that's what he did for me. He made me have hope that officers are important, and that I just can't describe his smile. That officer, when I saw that smile, it just really, really energized me. And it gave hope to the profession, and he exemplifies the profession. And who knew that night would be the last time we would see him.
Well said. Thank you very much for the time. We really appreciate it. There will be a candlelight vigil starting at 8 o'clock tonight on the National Mall, with all that coverage again starting at 11 o'clock tonight. Aaron and Stephanie, we'll send it back to you.
All right.